The most important thing in life is learning how to fall. Hard times don't create heroes. It is during the hard times when the hero within us is revealed. It took a long time, but I have learned that you just can't take anything you want out of life without putting something back in exchange. One of my biggest lessons in life is we heal at the speed of our forgiveness. A little foolishness enough to enjoy life and a little wisdom to avoid the errors that will do. Let the improvement of yourself keep you so busy that you have no time to criticize others. People tend to complicate their own lives, as if living weren't already complicated enough. A tough lesson in life that one has to learn is that not everybody wishes you well. There is neither happiness nor unhappiness in this world. There is merely the comparison of one state to the other. Only a man who has felt ultimate despair is capable of feeling ultimate bliss. Hard times are sometimes blessings in disguise. We do have to suffer, but in the end, it makes us strong, better, and wise. Nothing in your life will change unless you change. Every second you spend comparing your life to someone else's is a second spent wasting yours. Never make someone a priority who only makes you an option. If you are a friend of everybody, you are an enemy to yourself. To know who your true friends are, look for the ones who say good things behind your back and bad things to your face. You grow rich when you seek new experiences, not material things. Action breeds more clarity than thought, so you can't think your way into a new life. You have to act your way into one. Don't make promises if you have no intention to fulfill them. It might not mean anything to you, but it could mean a whole world to someone else. The more grateful you are, the more beauty you will see all around you, the more generous life will seem, and the happier you will become. What is coming is better than what is gone. Sometimes you just have to walk away, let people go, and let relationships end. Your true friends become apparent when you're at your lowest. Life becomes easier and more beautiful when we can see the good in other people. All you have power and influence over is what you decide to do with the time that you are given today. Take your responsibilities seriously, but not yourself. Fear is not there to stop you. It's there to show you that you're interested and you care. Don't worry about what other people are thinking about you, because everyone is only thinking about themselves. You will never ruin a role if you play yourself. Self-care is realizing that you are your greatest obstacle. Every next level of your life will demand a different you. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. The chief danger in life is that you may take too many precautions. The great courageous act that we must all do is to have the courage to step out of our history and past so that we can live our dreams. Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. The life you experience is simply a reflection of your mindset. Be smart enough to ask for advice, but be wise enough to know who to seek it from. You won't forget some bad things, you just stop caring until that happens. Don't stress too much about it. Success is not about your resources. It's about how resourceful you are with what you have. You cannot swim for new horizons until you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. It's never too late to do the things you've always wanted to do. Don't let naysayers discourage you, because they may be projecting their own insecurities. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy. You can't always get what you want, but if you try, sometimes you get what you need. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. The hardest thing to learn in life is which bridge to cross and which bridge to burn. All you have to do is pay attention. Lessons always arrive when you are ready. Facing your emotions gives you more strength and happiness in the long run than shutting them down or ignoring them. If you believe very strongly in something, stand up and fight for it. Guard well your thoughts when alone and your words when accompanied. If there's a single lesson that life teaches us, it's that wishing doesn't make it so. Sometimes you're not going to fit in no matter how hard you try, and it's better to just be alone. Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. Instead of worrying about what you cannot control, shift your energy to what you can create. Some goodbyes set you free. You can't understand everything immediately. Sometimes you need to wait. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. If you have a strong purpose in life, you don't have to be pushed. Your passion will drive you there. Life changes for the better when we realize that we don't have to know everything and we don't have to pretend that we do. The only way out is through. You never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. When patience pans out, you realize you've not waited for long. Gotta love yourself before you can love others. Do not let the memories of your past limit the potential of your future. There are no limits to what you can achieve on your journey through life, except in your mind. We must meet the challenge rather than wish it were not before us. Letting go, it isn't a one-time thing. It's something you have to do every day, over and over again. Courage is the most important of all the virtues, because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently. Most people will deceive you if you give them at least half a chance. You don't drown by falling in the water, you drown by staying there. Hoping and wishing don't make things change. Making different decisions and working hard does. Honesty is a very expensive gift. Don't expect it from cheap people. Life is inherently risky. There is only one big risk you should avoid at all costs, and that is the risk of doing nothing. Not everyone whom you meet's intentions are true. Once you face your fear, nothing is ever as hard as you think. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Sometimes, we can only find our true direction when we let the wind of change carry us. Never sacrifice your growth for anyone. Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals. If there's a single lesson that life teaches us, it's that wishing doesn't make it so. Sometimes you're not going to fit in no matter how hard you try, and it's better to just be alone. The trouble is, if you don't spend your life yourself, other people spend it for you. Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals. Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy. You can't always get what you want, but if you try, sometimes you get what you need. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. The hardest thing to learn in life is which bridge to cross and which bridge to burn. All you have to do is pay attention. Lessons always arrive when you are ready.